Beds are, quite recent in a lot of cultures. Like
Mm.
in the UK, there were really, really expensive pieces of furniture. So people would sleep communally, even aristocrats, on like big piles of hay covered in furs and cushions and feather pads and stuff like that.
Yes, because there wasn't central heating, and it's a cold
Right.
country. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
also, the beds aren't necessarily where you'd have sex in a culture where they're full of fleas and aren't changed regularly. Like, you might have
well,
sex
I
somewhere
think
else.
the culture was full of fleas, Ollie. You just you just
Sure.
had to get used to the flea life. But yeah, people did have sex in these communal beds because I think the attitude to sex was quite different as well. It's just like, oh, that's happening
Yeah, it's the missing
while the
chapter
rest
of
of us are
Charlie and the
sleeping.
Chocolate Factory.
Oh my
All
god.
the buckets are there.
I do imagine Roald Dahl would have written that in one of his adult short story collections.
Yes. I always think it's like a magic trick when I see animals sleeping standing up. Like, it
Mm.
seems so unrelatable to me as a human being that that would be possible. And so, although what you're saying about the evolution of the furniture itself is true, the people who didn't have the money for a feathery bed were nonetheless generally lying down, weren't they? It might be in a hammock or it might be
Right.
on the floor, but they
Yeah.
were lying down. They weren't sitting up, were they, by
Well,
choice?
they weren't like sitting bolt upright in a chair, but like historically, people have been propped up. I think when you go to a stately home, beds often look tiny, but that's because the rooms are massive and the ceilings are like 20 feet high. The beds were all bespoke. So if you were short, you got a bed made to your length. They weren't standard sizes.
But also, life
And
was generally less comfortable, even in a stately home. Just had to shit into a piece of wood with a hole in it, didn't you?
we went to Dishoom together a couple of weeks ago in the toilets with those pieces of wood with a hole in.
I didn't go for a sitting down wee whilst I was there, so I did not
Oh, you
experience that.
missed
But of
out.
course, you
Did you
have
have to
no
wee
choice.
through a hole in
I
a
just
piece
did
of wood mounted to the wall?
Yeah, it's a
Um,
Mumbai style glory hole there.
I think quite a lot of the everyone slept sitting up myth is because in medieval paintings, there were a lot of depictions of people propped up in a bed, which I think was A, to make it very clear that they weren't dead, because dead people would have been
Yeah,
depicted like lying flat, and B, so you could see more of them, you could see their
more
face.
features. Yes,
Right.
I'm not going to sleep sitting up though. If that was something that humans found comfortable, then airlines wouldn't be able to charge an extra £2,000 per ticket for a bed because the demand would not be there.